Hello everyone, this is Chisomobona here, back again with another interesting tutorial. So in this tutorial we're going to learn to create this on Pixel Lab. Okay, so this is nothing that you cannot create as a beginner. This is nothing that you cannot create as an amateur. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the process. It's gonna be real simple and understandable. Okay, so let's get right into it. All right, so the first things first, we are going to create this background here, and it's a gradient background, real simple. So this is the gradient pattern I used. So you come here, click on this particular gradient slide, you pick the color here, then you select this color picker here, then you click here to select this first color. All right, then you go back here to this second slide, click here, click on color picker, and click on the image you have here and select the second color. So we now have our background. So this is how our background is. Okay, so the next thing we do is to write down this. Okay, so happy weekend, right? So no, it's just weekend. All right, so just weekend, but week comes before the end. Okay, so the font we are going to be using is called Bebas New. Bebas New. So you just select it. Okay, when you select it, you increase the size, you come to spacing here, letter spacing, and then you reduce it. Okay, because the letters are too spaced. All right, so when you achieve that, you come over to relative position and you click on this particular one. Okay, when you do that, you copy the text, you bring it down here, and then you write end here, end, week end. All right, so you got to increase the size of this one to rightly fit in with the other one. Okay, so let's kind of reduce it. Okay, we want to get something perfect or close to perfect. Okay, so when you've gotten something good enough, you can come here, copy this week, take it here. Then what you do here is, okay, make sure it's well aligned, okay, to the center. All right, very important. So what you do here is you come to color, you click here. When you go to color, you click here on this is add color. Okay, then you reduce this to 0. This slide, take it down to 0. All right, so you have nothing here now. So you come to stroke and add a stroke. Okay, when you add a stroke, you change it to white, you reduce the stroke width to probably 1. Okay, so you leave it here. Okay, so when you do that, you do the same thing for this one. Come to color, you already have the color here, so you just click on it. It's a colorless color. Okay, so you reduce this one to 1 2, change the color to white. All right, bring it down here, so you have weekend. All right, so the next thing we do is to import the image we are going to be using, and I already have it here. The background, I already have it here as well. Okay, I already have removed the background already. Okay, so I will just share the resource with us so we can also replicate this design. Everyone is expected to replicate this design and send to our Telegram group. Okay, so since you've imported the image, you are going to come here, you're going to come to color filter here and kind of adjust the color first by reducing saturation, reducing the brightness, and then adding a little bit of contrast. All right, when you do that, you also reduce the saturation here, and then you have something like this. Okay, yeah, it's looking all good. All right, so the next thing we add up is something I usually use for most of my designs. Okay, so you come to shapes here, click on shapes here. Please follow me carefully so you'd be able to get exactly what I'm going to be using here. Okay, so you click here and tap on this circle, then you come to opacity of the circle, you reduce it to 0. You come to stroke, add a little bit of stroke, not a little bit actually, make it 38. All right, then you come down to stroke. After the stroke, you see the stroke color. This is stroke color. Now you come down to stroke color, you click on your gradient, use the same color, of your background. Okay, the same color of your background. All right, then you hit this plus. Okay, you click here, click on this particular slide, click on the color here, and then you increase the color, the bluishness of the color. Okay, okay, that was such a word. All right, so you click here again, and then increase this one too. All right, so you have something like this. Yeah, exactly. So you come here and increase the blur radius. All right, increase the blur radius of the stroke. Okay, increase it to the highest, which is 25. All right, then you bring it down here. You can increase the size well enough and bring it down here. Do the same thing for here. All right, then you can copy it and do the same thing here again. Copy it and do the same thing here. Okay, yeah, something like this. Okay, then when you've done this, you come to import. We are going to be using an emoji. Okay, a crazy emoji. Okay, because yeah, it's a crazy weekend vibe. All right, so we have this here, and then this one we can come over here and put it here. All right, yeah, so weekend don't show. Weekend don't show. All right, so you can come here and write don't show. Weekend don't show. So this is the particular font we are going to be using for the don't show. It's called a spooky brush. Spooky brush. Okay, you should get it. All right, it's called a spooky brush. So you can download it on what's the name of the site? dafont.com. Okay, so when you've done that, you come here to end. Okay, we want to slightly edit the color of this end. All right, so first off, let's lock this guy, then click on end here, come to color. This is the gradient we are going to, this is the color we are going to be using for the end. All right, this color is very simple. Just click here. This is the gradient. You come here, this is the color code. Okay, so if you don't know how to use a color code, let me explain that to you now. So let's alter this color now. You see we have a different color now. Okay, so if you want to insert that color code here, so you just click on it, click on this color, click on edit color code here, then you put in the color code which you want to use, and this one is EB89C1. EB89C1. Okay, when you are done, don't okay it directly. You have to click here, make sure this thing changes to the actual color you're looking for, then you okay it. Now you okay it from here. Okay, so we have the color we are looking for. So this one is completely white. Okay, if you want to make this kind of color completely white, you just come here, drag this one to the end, also drag this one to the end, and you have a complete white color. Okay, so yeah, that is it. Okay, then for this one we are going to kind of reduce the opacity. All right, so when you do that, let's kind of add this color to here. Let's see how it will look. Let's click here, drag this one down. Let's see if it will look better. Okay, what, it's not looking all bad, but I think I prefer it this way. Okay, I prefer it this way. Yeah, so the next thing we do is to, I want to kind of add this guy here. Okay, let's reduce it. Let's see how it will look. Let's rotate it and bring it here. Okay, though it was not in the original design. Okay, it was not in the original design. Then for this one you have to drag it up, increase the size. Okay, increase the size of this. You know, this design is decision making. Okay, the quality of your design depends on the quality of your decision. Okay, your visual decisions. Okay, so yeah, so that's why you have to randomly try stuff and know what works. All right, but then I'm not asking you to randomly try this. I'm asking you to do exactly what I did. All right. Okay, very important. All right, so we have this now. We can then drag everything up since we already have this like this. So we drag this one up a little bit. The week, let's click on week and drag it up this week here. Okay, not this week, this particular week, let's drag it up. All right, like so. Then this one, drag it up a little bit, so we have something like this. Okay, so I don't think there is any other thing we need to add, or is there? So let's bring this up, and we have this. Okay, then the next thing you add is just the name of the designer. So come here and write designed by, very important, designed by Chisom. You can just write your name here, Chisom Obonna. You hashtag, please, hashtag design hack. Okay, very important, don't forget to put this hashtag if you are posting on any social media platform. Okay, please add this hashtag, okay, for those in this class with me. Okay, so this is going to be a pink color, a light pink, very light pink color. All right, designed by Chisom Obona, hashtag design hack. All right, very important. Okay, so we have this now as the design. Okay, so we are going to stop here. So I just wanted to do something real basic that everyone can easily replicate. Okay, so I hope you replicate it good enough. Thank you for staying around.